is another DJ BrewTube beer review. It is barrel aged beer time yet again, and it's no less than rum barrel aged beer this time. And from whom do we have said rum barrel aged beer? We have one from Southern Tier Brewing Company out of where? Lakewood, New York, US of A. Yay, yay. And what beer do we have from them? We have their Rum Barrel Aged Pumking. This is a pumpkin beer. It's a limited serving. Clocks in 9.5% ABV and 30 IBUs. For hops in this beer, they use two types. I don't know which ones they use two types, but for malt, they're using Munich and caramel. And for spices, because this is an adjunctified beer, they're using pumpkin, duh, vanilla, cinnamon, clove, allspice, and nutmeg. And they, of course, I guess another adjunct would be the barrel and the influences it will have or should have on the beer. Now, there's a nice autumn chill in the air tonight. The final crickets of the year, I guess, are out there chirping. I've got my workout on. The kitties are in bed. And it's time for me to down this bad boy. So let's pop the top on it, get it in the big old sniff here, and tell you what's up with the... This is the, 2017 vintage of Rum Barrel Aged Pumking. Boom, gigantic hiss off the top. Tons of cannon smoke. And lovely spices and rum wafting in the aroma already. Yes, now this is a little bit higher in ABV than regular pumpkin, which I think is like, I think it was 8.6, 8.8, something like that. But it's about a point higher in ABV. And let's get the appearance. It's darker than regular pumpkin. It's more of an amber orange. Maybe with some, I guess, brownish glints come to it. It is also hazy. The regular pumpkin and the coffee pumpkin that I've had recently. I reviewed the coffee pumpkin, but I had some regular pumpkin recently as well, and it was crystal clear. This is a ruddy, mildly hazy color. We had a solid finger of head, but it's gone down to a half finger, a quarter finger now about maybe. Super tightly packed, sort of khaki colored bubbles. And yeah, we're getting tons of alcohol legs clawing down the inside of this glass. But take a look at that beautiful beer in the snifter. It looks good, but with all those adjuncts and rum barrel aging too, it better smell good. So let's dive in for the aroma. Right up in front, there is that signature pumpkin note of graham cracker pie crust. Buttery pumpkin. After that, I'm getting the pumpkin spice. Mostly cinnamon and a bit of clove, more breadiness and caramel. Toffee aroma now as the head's receded almost totally, going down to a ring now. I'm starting to get some wafts of rum aroma, tons of vanilla. That graham cracker is now melding with the vanilla and the rum. This smells pretty freaking tasty. You know, and also... in the back end now, as it's opening even more, that buttery pumpkin aroma is coming. This smells like I've got like some pumpkin pie on a fork and a shot of rum in my other hand. It's not super boozy or phenolic rum, but it is present. Smells freaking delicious. Not a hint of, like I said, phenolic alcohol. I'm diving in. Cheers! Yum. Wow. I'd take a second drink of that. Right up in front, the first thing you get with pumpkin that I always get, maybe not Warlock, but the pumpkin variant, boom, I get that hit of buttery pumpkin pie, sort of graham crackery crust, right up in front. After that, the spices come in, and then in this one, the rum definitely hits. It's not big, it's not overdone. As you can see, I've had quite a few, I don't have all the bottles, but I've had quite a few rum barrel aged beers. This has really nice accenting rum presence to the regular pumpkin. It's actually really quite smooth. The alcohol is completely hidden, no warming in the chest, no alcohol presence save that spirit taste. You know you're drinking a 9.5%er, but it's not boozy in any stretch of the imagination. The spices are really well balanced, as it pretty much always is with pumpkin. Nice vanilla presence that's being accented by the nice rum flavor that's in there. Really tasty, really smooth bounce. Actually kind of crushable for what it is. And with pumpkin beers as the whole, if the spices are overdone, it sucks. And I found with rum barrel aged beers, if it's overdone or it's underdone, if it's underdone, you're anticipating, damn, where's the rum taste? But I've had some really overdone rum beers where it just tastes like they dropped some, 151 or some, cheap Bacardi Gold or something into the beer, and it was too much rum. This is really well balanced, and I'd say, having tasted this, this is one of my favorite rum beers that I've had so far. this one from Free Will. That was really well done. Rum Barrel Aged Brown Ale, of course. Breckenridge, before they got bought out by AB InBev, I had this beer, and that was really tasty Rum Barrel Aged, as was, of course, Rumking and this Dragon's Milk here. That was like coconut and rum. But, man, accenting, back to this beer, the accenting of the spices and the rum are great. There's great balance. It's all those flavors you expect from pumpkin pie, plus the rum. That is one tasty, tasty beer. And it's a pumpkin beer, too, which you got to grade hard because most of them suck. So, let's grade it. The cumulative grade from Beer Advocate for this beer is an 88, which is a B+. In my opinion, that's way too low. But it's a cumulative grade. I remember reading in the past, because I believe this came out around 2015, maybe somewhere around there. The first iterations of this that people had, they weren't blown away. But, man, I'm thinking this one's pretty darn good. So, Untapped for the 2017 vintage, which this is, they are giving this 4.09 caps. Let's see. I think that's definitely in their A. I'm going 97 on this. If it had a little tiny more sweetness, that's the only thing I'm looking for, and a little more viscosity. That's it. There's a really small nocks. This is, as pumpkin beers goes, this is one of the better ones that I've had. Pumpkin is one of my favorites, but this is a great iteration of it. And if you've drank Rum Barrel Aged beers, I'm sure you've been disappointed before sometimes by what you get, either the over or the under, like I was talking before. So, that is my grade on this. This is damn tasty. They say you can cellar this too. I'm not tasting that it's going to benefit big time from cellaring, but I guess you could. I don't know if the rum barrel aging taste would fade. It could, but as it is now fresh, damn tasty. So, have you had Southern Tier Brewing Company's Rum Barrel Aged Pumking? Any vintage? 15, 16, 17, whatever. If you have, let me know what you know, because I like the quid pro quo and back and forth. That's pretty freaking awesome. Also, you know what's really cool? Is when you think globally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. That it freaking rocks. And it is even like more awesome and stuff if you could do me a big favor and rate, comment, subscribe, especially if this is your first time with us. And, I don't know if you can get around to it. Maybe you can consider smashing that like button, because that, along with one bomber, that's all I'm going to need of Southern Tier Brewing Company's Rum Barrel Aged Pumking tonight to put my big-ass happy face on. So, to that DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a hell of a bunch of Rum Barrel Aged Pumking drinking love for you, and you know what's coming. That's right, you're ready for it by now. Hell yes, a big-ass pizza!